Hello there, the uneducated businessman here, still feeling like a fraud, still feeling like an imposter, but it's only early days, and I learned something at the weekend which is really, I think it'll help me massively, and I think if you listen in, it's going to help you too if you're suffering with the same things as I do. Since starting the channel, I've got to say it's gone really well. I've got a fair amount of videos on there, and I've got some subscribers now, which is brilliant, and I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. At the weekend, I decided I was going to have a little bit of a rest because I've been doing quite a lot. I was tired, wasn't feeling too well. But me being me, I always have to try to squeeze a little bit of learning in. So when I had a little bit of downtime from spending with the family, I watched a few YouTube videos, and I was kind of watching, kind of wasn't watching. And all of a sudden, one of the presenters I was watching started talking about being a fraud or feeling like a fraud. So naturally, my ears pricked up straight away. And she said something that really hit me quite hard and really made me feel this could be beneficial to me and beneficial to you as well. And what she said was she stopped feeling like a fraud when she started making promises to people. When she promised people she would do things and she fulfilled that promise, it took away all of that feeling of being a fraud because she'd achieved things, she'd done things, she'd given people stuff, and they was aware of it, they was appreciative of it, they saw what she had done. So because she made these promises and because she fulfilled things, that feeling just left her and she felt accomplished and she felt fulfilled. And I thought, that's so simple. I'd never thought of that. In the past, I'd done lots of things, but generally done it for myself and kept it internal, not talked about it too much. And probably never felt as if I'd achieved something because I never really shared it. I never really got it out there. I never really told people what I was doing and then felt fulfilled when I did it because I fulfilled that promise. So I'm changing the way I'm doing things as of now. I'm making promises to people, and I'm going to make a promise to you guys as well that I will continue with these videos. I will continue trying to get better. I will continue trying to make my content better and my education better so I can share more. And I'll continue posting these videos on a daily basis so I can be held accountable. And when I fulfill that promise and when I start to improve and when I start to get more videos up and when I start to get it on a regular basis and really engage with people, then I know I would have fulfilled my promise to you, and that should take away that feeling of being a fraud. And I'm looking forward to that happening over the next days, weeks, months, years. It's not going to happen overnight, but if I can give you that promise and keep pushing content out there, I know that's going to help with my imposter syndrome, and I know that's going to help with me feeling like a fraud. But she did something else as well, which I thought was very, very clever, and she called it modeling people. And I'm going to do this as well. She made a list of all the people she really admired, and she made a list of all the traits that she really admired in these people, and then she copied them. She started to try to act like them, try to think like them, and get to know them as well. So she found some people that she could work with personally to help her get the knowledge of them to move forward. And it's kind of like maybe what I'm trying to do with this channel as well is give you my knowledge so you can maybe model me in some ways, that you can take stuff that I'm teaching and put it into your life and your business. And maybe there's an opportunity for you as well to write a list of people that you really admire and what it is about them that you admire, because those traits will be very, very in line with you as a person. That's why you admire them. And do more of that sort of stuff and less of the stuff of the people you don't admire. Make a list of people you don't admire as well, what traits they have that you don't like. Don't do that stuff, do this stuff, and that will help you grow as a person and make promises to people of what you're going to do and fulfill those promises, and that will help you take away the feeling of being a fraud. And the final thing she did was she made a list of everything that she felt she lacked in. What knowledge didn't she have, and what knowledge did she need to have to be the person she wanted to be? and she wrote down quite graphically the person she wanted to be, using all the traits that she had in her list of the people she admired. She wrote down a description of who she wanted to be, what she wanted to learn, and she made a list of all the stuff she wanted to learn. And then she went out on a search of gaining that knowledge. So she bought books, she bought courses, she employed coaches, she employed mentors, and she got all of that information together and then developed herself. And that took her from feeling like a fraud, as I do, maybe you do, feeling like an imposter, as I do, maybe you do, to having a plan of how to overcome that. And I'd never thought of that before. So I'm going to start making some promises. I've already done one now. I'm going to start making a list of people I really admire, all the traits I admire about them. I'm going to start to model myself on these people. I'm going to start making a list of people I don't admire and the traits about them I don't like, and I'm going to do less of the stuff like that. And I'm going to make a description of the person I really want to be. Who do I want to be? Who does the uneducated businessman really want to be at the end of all this, or in the future? And I'm going to make a list of everything I need to learn, and I'm going to bring that into my learning as well. So I think there's some really exciting times for us ahead. I really enjoyed the video I watched on how to take this feeling of being a fraud away. It was great, and I hope you enjoyed that too, and I hope that can be useful for you. And if, like always, you've got any questions on that, please put a comment below. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, give a thumbs down, but please tell me why you don't. You know, I want to improve, I want to get better. So just let me know, and I'll try my hardest to make sure all my future videos are better and better and better and better, and we scale up and get there together. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm off to study digital marketing business models, and I'll be coming back in another video and explaining a bit more on that as well. So take care. See you soon.